Rolling.
Oh,
Hey!
jeez, okay.
Alright, so it's
Chris
not
wins the
glitched.
roll. That's right.
So I got Soundwave here. He produces Ravage and Laser Beat tokens, hopefully, and I might be able to steal a couple instant sorceries out of your graveyard. I don't know though.
Uh-oh.
Just a couple.
Yeah, just probably just a couple.
I'm going to be playing God Eternal Oketra. I'm going to make some 4/4 black zombie warrior creature tokens whenever I cast a creature. And I'll be bouncing a couple creatures that I control.
Very straightforward. Lord of the Nazgul. He's a flyer, and he produces wraiths when I cast instant sorceries. And when I have enough wraiths, they all get power toughness 9/9.
We got Grist. We're playing a Planeswalker in the command zone because he is a 1/1 insect. In addition to his other types when he's not on the battlefield.
Wow, a Planeswalker in the command zone?
That's right. Doesn't even say he can be your commander, but because of that first line of text there, he's an insect. It's putting him into the command zone. We're going to be milling cards, lots of insects. We're going to be putting loyalty counters on him. -5. We like Planeswalker's ultimates. Might as well read it for the class. Each opponent loses like equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. That's going to be my goal, just self-milling. Hopefully
Each
playing
player?
a bunch of insects. We got 40
Each
plus
opponent.
insects
Each
in
opponent.
here from all walks of magic. And we're ready to rip.
Alright, I guess I will draw because it's multiplayer. And here we go, turn 1. I'm going to start it out as strong as possible. I got no reason not to. I'll play an island. I will tap it. I will drop a soul ring. And I will tap it. And I will play a Talisman of Hierarchy. Taps for either white or black. And I will pass.
Wow.
That's gnarly.
It's a good
I'll
start.
draw. Hey, check this out. Myriad Landscape. Pass.
Hey,
I'll draw.
quality land, quality.
And guess what? Myriad Landscape. Been
Oh,
I tapped and
okay.
pass.
We're gonna draw.
There's an alliance for me.
We got this beautiful forest here, and we're gonna pass the turn.
Okay, so the play is to drop a tapped land to try to fit in.
If you got a Myriad Landscape,
I'll play a Memorial to Glory, enters tapped.
that's sack it, gain life, or sack it. What's the sack on that one?
Pay 4, tap it, sack it, make 2 1/1 white soldier tokens.
Okay.
Speaking of tokens, I'm going to tap this and I'll take 1, going down to 39. And I'll tap my island here. And I'm going to cast a Clowning Around. I'm going to make 2 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature tokens. Then I'm going to roll a 6-sided die. And if the result is equal to or less than the number of robots I control, I make a... Thank you. I make another 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. Well, we can just do it on there? Or?
No.
Alright, so I'm going to make 2 1/1 white robots, and then I'm going to roll a 6, and if the result is equal to 2 or less, I make a third one.
All
So
right.
let's see. It is not. So I'm going to get 2 1/1 clown robots off of that, and I will have to pass and look for those
That's a lot of
tokens.
words for 2 tokens.
Inconstructed
I'm
in
just clowning
Unfinity. That card goes hard.
Someone's clowning around.
That's a very good card.
I'm going to drop in a
Seal.
Maria Sky Ruin. Pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I will play an island. And then I will have to pass.
Hey, we got a draw going on over here. We're gonna play a swamp. And we got 2 mana for our first insect of the game. We're gonna play a virus beetle. 1/1 insect. When he enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card.
Oh,
That's lovely.
so I get 2 clown robots.
I'm going to discard a planes.
I guess I'll discard an island.
I'm going to discard a chromatic lantern.
After that, it's all from me.
Alright, I'm going to untap. Got 2 clown robots here. Draw. I will drop a planes.
The Sonic Spy, is he a good guy? He's an Autobot?
No,
or
he's a bad guy.
he's a bad guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's like number 2.
Yeah, he is.
number 2 bad guy.
Yeah.
Damn. Anyone got any instant sorceries in their graveyards that cause 1
No.
or 2?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. So, I will tap these 2 and tap my Soul Ring, and I will cast a Court of Grace. When it enters, I become the Monarch, and then at the beginning of my upkeep, I make a 1/1 white spirit, or if I'm the Monarch, it's a 4/4 angel instead.
Wow, the value.
So I will get the Monarchy, and I will go to my end step and draw a card.
So Monarch, and then at the upkeep, you're making either a spirit or an angel, depending on if you're the Monarch.
Yeah, if I get to keep it. I do have some blockers here, though.
That's right, he does.
Alright, I'll untap. I'll upkeep. I'll draw.
Which tap land do we have this time?
Plains.
Oh.
Pass. I'm gonna crack my Mirrored Landscape.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Swamp. And then I'll tap 3, and I will play a Nazgul. 1/2 for 3. Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts me. And whenever the ring tempts me, put a 1/1 counter on each Wraith I control. And a deck can have up to 9 cards named Nazgul.
And their creature type is Wraith.
Wraith Knight.
Okay.
So when I'm the ring bearer, or my ring bearer is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power.
Well, I don't think I have any creatures with greater power over here.
No, we're looking at 1 over here. We got a 1/1.
2 1/1 clown robots.
Got no creatures.
I think that'll be all. I'll pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, good old draw. Gonna play a forest. And I'm going to tap 3 and play a cultivate.
He's rampant.
And I get a swamp out tapped and a forest to my hand, and then I'm going to be passing the turn after that.
All right, let's see. So untap, upkeep. At my upkeep, I'm the Monarch, so I'm going to make a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying.
Whew.
And I will draw a card. I will play a land for turn, an island. Ooh, very nice. I wish I could give you the Monarchy.
You can keep it.
Speaking of tokens...
It's not a vigilance angel, just a regular 4/4 flyer angel.
Yeah, with flying.
Okay.
That would be too much.
How well they've been sneaking that on the angels in recent white.
So I'll tap
Magic
my
cards.
Soul Ring, and I will tap white and the blue. I will cast Karn, Scion of Urza.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So he's going to enter the battlefield with 5 loyalty counters on him. And I will use his -2 ability, and I'll bring him down to 3. And I'm going to make a construct with power and toughness equal to the number of artifacts I control.
He is popping off.
So I
Yeah.
got 2 clown robots, which are artifacts, and then I have a soul ring and a talisman. So I'm going to have a 4/4 construct entering the battlefield.
5/5, right? Himself.
Yep,
Artifact.
5/5. So
Wow.
got one of those. Let's see. Blockers.
Got a
Virus
1/1.
Beetle.
1/2 Death Touch.
1/2 Death Touch.
Nothing.
Nothing. The angel came in at my upkeep. I
Yep.
can only swing with the clown robots. I will pass the turn.
Alright, untap, upkeep,
Oh,
draw.
and my end step draw for the Monarchy. Can't forget that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough to wrestle that away from you.
At
Yeah.
this point,
Yeah, I can block you in the air.
I'm going to cast God Eternal Oketra. 3/6 double strike whenever I cast a creature spell. Create a 4/4 black warrior creature token with vigilance. And if it dies or is put in exile from the battlefield, I can put it into the owner's library, third from the top. And I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. And I will play an island.
Trying to think of other cards throughout Magic's history that like might make like that card's color identity is white, but it makes a black token. Trying to think of other instances of that.
Definitely a few of them.
Yeah. Like Bastion of Remembrance is a
Makes
black
a
card,
white,
but makes
yeah.
a white token.
I pass.
You'll pass. We got an untap. We're upkeeping, and we are drawn. Alright, okay, here we go. Playing a Planeswalker as the general, though, with 2 token decks and a Nazgul deck.
Pretty risky.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get him going off until I get some board presence.
You should throw some instant sorceries in your graveyard.
I got a Cultivate over here.
Yeah, that costs 3.
Yeah.
Does.
I don't know about that.
We are going to play our land for turn. A Haunted Mire, the old Swamp Forest. Enters the battlefield tapped. And we're going to tap 3. And cast a Bastion of Remembrance. When it enters the battlefield, I'm going to make a 1/1 white human creature token. And whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. On a 3-mana enchantment. And after I get this token, I believe I'm passing the turn.
Alright. Let's see. I'm still the Monarch.
Yes, you are.
Untap. Upkeep. I'm going to get another Angel token. And then I will draw.
Oh my gosh.
This guy like doesn't have his own dice or something.
No.
I think I'm gonna crack and sack the Myriad Landscape. Get searching.
It's a good choice.
That is a good choice. I remember putting it in the colorless deck, but then taking it out because it doesn't search for
That's what I've heard.
land type, right?
Yeah, we can't
Or-
find 2 wastes. You can get 1 waste, but you can't get the full value for it.
I will tap Soul Ring and 2 lands, and I will cast Panharmonicon. If an artifact or
Great.
creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent I control to trigger, it happens an additional time.
Definitely a different stance of a Esper take. I feel like Esper's normally like control in my eyes, and you're playing this token deck that is just
Popping off.
popping off.
I mean, it's doing all right. What do I have here? I have 2 4/4 Flying Angels. I have a 6/6.
I mean, that alone would be
construct.
impressive.
He's at
I got
16
two-
power
two
on the board right
1/1
now.
Yeah.
Clown robots.
I got
will,
2 power on the board.
I have 1 power.
Yeah.
I think
Only 3.
I'm going to need to borrow another dice. And I'm going to -2 card again. Bring him down to 1. And I'll make another construct. So we'll just do it this way. I'll have 2 constructs, and they'll be 7/7s. So let's see. I got 1 7/7 that can swing, and I have a 1 4/4 angel that can swing.
Oh, a lot of choices.
I will enter combat. Let's see. You're going to be gaining some life with that enchantment when I start
When-
killing off your creatures.
Yeah, if a creature I control dies, I gain 1 life. Each
And
opponent loses a life.
got the god. Alright, entering combat, I'm going to send one of my constructs your way, the
Yep.
7/7 on the ground, and I'll send the flying in the air at you, 4/4 angel.
Sure.
So we'll have one of those going in at you and one of these going in at you.
Anything else?
No.
No? I will declare the virus beetle as a blocker. But prior to damage, I'm going to tap this black and cast a Corrupted Conviction. Is an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, and draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Got another copy of Village Rites. So I will have you each lose a life, and I'm going to gain a life off of the Bastion, and I'll draw 2 cards.
39.
38.
Alright, I got no blocks, I'll take 4.
And with that, I will go to my end step and draw a card for the Monarchy. I'll draw. And I have 1 untapped Angel and 1 untapped Construct.
Okay. I'll untap, I'll upkeep, draw. Tap 4. I'm going to play Keeper of the Accord. Human Soldier, 3/4. Beginning of each opponent's end step, if they control more creatures than me, I get a 1/1 white soldier creature token. And also at the beginning of each opponent's end step, if they control more lands than me, I search my library for a basic plains put on the battlefield tapped.
That's a
Shuffle.
good one.
Very good card.
Off cast. God Eternal Oketra trigger. I get a 4/4 zombie. And I will also cast a Midnight and get another 4/4 zombie. I got 2 of those.
Also popping off.
And then I'll move to end step.
Untap. Upkeep. We will draw. Second one. I will tap 5. And I will play Lord of the Nazgul. 4/3 flyer for 5.
I don't know if Grist is going to come out this game. It's going to be a tough one to get any activations in.
After that, I'll have to pass.
All right.
Well, now's your chance.
Now's my chance. With a board full of creatures to put a planeswalker out there.
It seems like risky business, especially with flying creatures.
Yeah, those angels and that thing, right? That's got flying.
Yep.
Just gonna keep getting more angels.
I mean, it goes along the lines of what I'm trying to do. Like, I'd like to mill myself, but is it worth it to keep paying the commander tax if he's just gonna go away?
We may get something good.
Yeah.
Gotta get some value for that Bastion.
Might
right?
as well, right? Let's tap 3. And we're gonna cast Grist, the Hunger Tide. Enters at 3 loyalty. We have a +1, our first ability. Create a 1/1 black and green insect token, then mill a card. If an insect card was milled this way, put a loyalty counter on Grist and repeat the process. -2, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker.
Oh.
Wow.
-5, each opponent loses life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So, entering with 3 loyalty, we're going to plus them. We're living on a dream here. And we are going to create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token and mill the top card of my library. If it's an insect, we're going to repeat the process. It is a Masked Vandal, which has Changeling.
Oh.
Hitting the insect creature type, we're going to get another insect and put a loyalty counter on Grist.
Wow.
We got a giant Adaphage.
Oh, that's an insect.
Insect. We're going to 3 here. 6 on the loyalty. We got a Scoot Swarm.
Wow.
Oh,
We're going to 4 here. And we're going to 7 on loyalty. And we're repeating the process. We have a Pestilence Siphoner. This is a Phyrexian insect. Going to the yard. Going up to 5 and 8 on loyalty. We have a Crash of the Rhino Beetles. This is an insect. We're going up to 6 and 9 on the loyalty.
This wasn't a prayer. This was a Hail Mary.
We
that
got a
went
brain
through.
maggot. That is an insect. We're going up to 7 insects here.
Oh my gosh.
10 on the loyalty. And a dread return
Look at this.
Oh.
is going to be the last card. With flashback here, you can
Good thing
sacrifice
it's,
3 creatures
Wow.
Can have
and return a
peripherals.
creature from my graveyard.
No
Yeah.
way.
Wow, huh?
That was that was
Probably the best
perfect.
activation of Grist I've had in the existence of the
You
deck.
threw up that prayer.
Yeah.
Must be because of all the angels on the battlefield.
Right?
So,
Wow.
yeah, that was good. That was cool for Grist. Do I use the dread return? We haven't seen any like removal happen yet. We got 7 7s over there, the constructs.
Yes.
Believe that's our power of giant adifage. Not like we're looking at that. Crash of the
Big-
Rhino Beetles.
He's a big insect.
Flying Toxic 1. Scoot Swarm. Yeah, I'm going to get the giant adifage. We're going to flashback Dread Return.
Wow.
Sacrificing 3 of these insects.
That was a heck of a turn.
Still
We're
is.
gonna each lose 3.
Yep. And I'm going to gain 3 off the Bastion.
36.
And down to 4 insects. Flashing back. We're going to bring back the giant adifage. 7/7 trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of giant adifage. I'm going to play land for turn, a forest, and I'm going to tap 2 and cast. Oh, hold on. Sorry, just nothing. We're not going to do nothing. I'm going to leave it like so. I'm going to pass the turn.
Wow.
All
You're
right.
on step. How many creatures you control now?
I have 6.
6. I have 5, so I'll get a soldier, and you got 6 lanes.
I do.
I'll search for planes.
The value.
That is a lot of value.
That's a very, very good card.
Yeah, Grist, he's pretty good.
He is also very good. Well, when you're running 40 plus insects,
You're bound to hit
that's
a few.
the hope, is that would happen. But that could have just been a land right on top, and I would have got 1 insect. He'd be at 3, or he'd be at 4, but
And now he's out.
he's at 10 currently.
Wow.
How many creature cards in your graveyard?
Creatures, there are 1,
Might be a
2,
big
3,
minus
4,
5.
5, 6 creatures in the yard.
It's not as much as I thought, but
No, but it's still not good.
All right. And then I heard you're passing.
That's right, it's all you.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to tap 3 mana and I'll cast a Master's Call and put 2 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature tokens onto the battlefield. So I will make 2 1/1 colorless mirror tokens. And then I'll untap.
This is quite the artifact, or the
Upkeep.
token deck.
I am still the Monarch, so I'll make another Angel. I'll go up to 3. I will draw for turn. I'll play a Plains. Esper deck. And I only have 1 Swamp.
Having had discarded Chromatic Lantern.
Yeah. Let's see. What instants and sorceries? I know there's Cultivate.
We have Cultivate and that Corrupted Conviction.
Dread returns exiled.
Yep.
Okay.
1 mana, second creature, draw 2.
Yeah, that's right. He exiled it when he flashed it back.
Hmm. Wow. Quite a bit going on.
You think so?
I do think so.
On that side of the board, maybe.
I'm going to
that
plus
side of the
1. I'll plus 1 Karn, Scion, or Urza, and I'll reveal the top 2 cards in my library, and I will have an opponent choose one of them, put that card into my hand, and the other in exile with a silver counter on it. So we got Rapid Hybridization and Scoured Barrens. I'll let you pick which one goes into my hand, and the other one goes into exile.
Say I were to give you the Rapid Hybridization, but you don't use it against me.
Yeah.
Wow, what deal making?
Say that amazing coincidence happens.
I'm leaving it up to you, or I guess an opponent chooses, so in that case, we'll go with Scoured Barrens.
Scoured Barrens.
You can have that in your
I
hand.
do want that.
It is
take
another
that.
black source.
Yeah, so this will be exiled under Karn for now. I will have to pay a life to tap this.
We could have been something right there.
Yeah.
We could have done something there.
So here's Esper, and then
He was
I
not
will
having your
tap
allegiance.
I know.
my Soul Ring, and I'll cast Soundwave. So use a 5/4. Whenever I cast, or whenever one or more creature tokens I control deal combat damage to a player, exile target instant or sorcery card with mana value equal to the damage dealt from their graveyard. Copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost, and if you do, convert Soundwave.
Wow.
So, quite a lot of hoops
Yeah,
to jump through. It has to be exactly
exactly is where.
So if you hit with one of those angels, he's got to have something for 4.
Yes. So
do you mean
may as
he?
well not even swing the angel at you.
I mean, we're all
right. Cultivate
That's
Yes.
right.
3.
Correct.
I had those mirrors enter my battlefield at your end step.
Smart.
You got a ton of blockers though, so I don't think those will get through.
I think I'm the only one without a ton of blockers,
Yeah, but you got no instance of sorceries in your graveyard.
thankfully.
Same here. I got none.
Yeah,
I mean, a quality of
that's not
creature, though. You're over
everything.
there, Nazgul's, the Lord of the Nazgul.
I mean, they're very small in comparison to what's happening on the board.
Feeling inadequate.
Kind of.
All right, I am going
My
to...
lord and his one dutiful servant don't stand up.
What do we have for flying blockers?
One.
Nothing.
What is it?
It is a 4/3.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I will enter combat. I'm gonna send an angel at each of you. So I'll swing 2 of my angels. Send them at you guys.
Huh.
4/4 in the air at each of you.
I'm going to declare no blocks.
I will not block.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I
Back
go
to
to 32.
Let's see. No instant or sorceries that cost 4.
Nope. You still have one angel untapped?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Gotta protect the monarchy.
It's really putting in value right now.
Kinda.
Yeah. I mean,
It protects itself just by being out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my end step and I'll draw a card for the monarchy, and I will pass. And yeah, I do have one untapped.
He really set himself up pretty well.
You have?
Right now I have
A lot.
At least 9 up by my eyes,
10.
right?
10. All right, so
10.
I'll get a soldier. And you got 5 lands. No land for me. Untap, upkeep. I'll draw. Go land for turn. Play planes. I'll tap 4. I'll play a Luminous Broodmoth. 3/4 flyer. Whenever a creature I control without flying dies, return it to the battlefield under my control with a flying counter on it.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Poor Grist, huh? That's alright.
Grist is doing just fine.
Yeah, no.
Grist and his 10 closest friends.
Poor
Are
Nazgul.
these guys still 7/7s? Or are
Probably
they
bigger
now?
than that now with the mirrors and everything.
True. Yep. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
So they're 9
10,
nines.
because you got 2 of these, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3,
Oh, then
4,
what are
5,
these? Oh, these are your
6,
taps.
7, 8,
Angels.
9.
Plus
Might be-
himself.
Plus my commander.
Oh. Well, how about that?
How about that?
So they're 10 10s.
There you go. As if the flyers weren't enough.
Alright, in that case.
You're in a good spot, huh?
I'm going to cast a Core Skyfisher. And I'll return it to itself. It's a 2/3 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, return a permanent I control to my hand. I'll return itself. So I'll get another zombie token. So I had 2 this turn. Definitely not getting through that. Don't want to beat up on poor Grady.
Oh no, please!
Poor-
I'm the only
poor
option
Trevor.
here.
And you got 4 1/1s and a 7/7 trampler.
5 1/1s. This guy. 4 of these. One of those.
Yeah, it's looking like a pass for me. Go to insight.
Untap. Upkeep. Let's draw. And
Just refamiliarize myself with Ravage and Laserbeak.
Oh yeah.
Flying and Hexproof on a 2/2 or a 3/3 with Menace and Death Touch. Legendary artifact, robot, creature tokens. Kudos on the art. Real nice art.
pass.
Interesting. End step, we're going to tap 2. And flash in a Skylasher. 2/2 insect with flash. He can't be countered. He has reach and protection from blue.
Oh.
Any other end step trigger? Pass back to
No.
there. No.
He's only got 5 lands.
Yep.
Poor guy.
We will draw.
I'm just getting in every direction.
Gonna play a swamp. Land for turn. Let's see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures in the yard. We could -5, 6 to everyone. Use him while he's out, right? Or I could keep milling.
I give Chris a couple more targets to can get with his general. If you mill.
I don't think he runs instants and sorceries. It's just insects and sorceries.
Yeah, cultivate.
We're gonna mill. We're gonna mill. We're gonna +1, bringing him to 11. And we got a forest off the top.
Ooh,
We're gonna get 1
that's
insect.
what he was talking about.
Interesting. So,
So here we are.
gonna tap 2. And cast a Blood Artist. We alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna play a Blood Artist.
Oh, geez. So that you can sack things now?
No, I don't have a sack outlet.
Oh, okay.
And I'm really hoping you with your blue mana is going to let this resolve for the sake of the board. How exactly does the Broodmoth read? If a creature with flying without a flying would die, it comes back to the battlefield with a flying counter.
Correct.
It just comes right on back.
Yeah, so if
bigger
you're thinking
than
about
better.
live and death, and these guys would come back.
Yeah. There's a lot of thought that goes into that, though, with blue mana open, you getting a lot of flyers. It's going to clear up this. And let me just refamiliarize myself with Masked Vandal real quick. You may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do exile it, I wouldn't have a creature card in my graveyard, so I wouldn't be able to hit that. I was thinking about getting rid of that court somehow.
You can try.
I considered living deathing, but you know, then you put a bunch of stuff in your graveyard. It's
Well-
it's not in my hand, but
It's
in the
risky
deck.
putting it in the yard, too. I don't know about a living death in the yard for later.
yeah, because Chris could use it against you.
Given those all flying, but these already
Oh,
have
boy.
flying.
Wipe out my whole board with a living death.
I'm thinking about it.
I mean, I kind of have nothing, so.
Yeah. I'm going to cast it. 5 mana.
How much are we going to take, though, when your creatures die?
be 6, 7, 8, 9 to each of you, and then I'd have some Blood Artist triggers. Quite a few Blood Artist triggers to deal
You have
individually.
Blood Artist out too.
He just
do.
played it, yeah. Which is what he was saying. I hope you let this spell resolve.
I mean, you're still getting a very good hand on the end of this.
You're getting everything back with flying.
I'm not getting everything back. I'm just we're gonna take what? At least
20.
So 9 off
and
the
then-
initial
and then
bastion.
another 10.
Yeah. And then another 9.
Ugh.
Wow.
No, 9 off of the bastion it's going to be
Yeah.
originally. And then I have 9, 10, 11,
Oh.
and then however many creatures you guys have.
Oh, because you have Blood Artist for each. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 10 alone. He's got
So it's
at
game
least
over
10.
if it resolves.
for one of us, most likely.
Because you have to choose with Blood Artist?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, let's see what happens.
You're letting it resolve.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, kill Trevor with the
so we're going to sack all of our creatures.
That's
Each
easy.
player exiles all creature cards from his or her graveyard, then sacrifices all creatures he or she controls, puts all cards exiled this way onto the battlefield.
Well, I don't have any creatures in my graveyard.
I have a few.
He's only got a few, only 6.
And we're gonna take when they come in too, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Let's go through it, right? As opposed to jumping to conclusions.
Jump into
I think we can.
conclusions. He says, "I have 10 creatures dying."
I also
Right.
have
He
10.
has 10, so that's 20. He has
Okay.
12.
I have
So that's
2.
So 22
Yeah,
plus
22.
9, we're looking at 31.
That's right.
So
on top of our 9.
original
Well,
right?
no,
9.
10, and he had 12.
No.
No,
I
he
had
had
2.
Oh.
I'm saying you and him together were 12 on top of my 2, so 22. And then
I have 9.
22,
So
so you have 31.
Let's do
off
the
Blood
9
Artist.
off of Bastion, right? I'm going to gain 9. You guys are each going to lose 9.
25.
23.
Gonna regret this, Gravy.
All right. Now we have 31.
He even looked through his graveyard.
31 points to deal.
But he can deal it he can choose how it is, right? Doesn't have to deal all 31 to one person.
No, I can divvy it up.
No, I
In
know,
points
but you
of
didn't
1.
even look to see what he'd be getting back.
I mean, the Adaphage was the biggest.
All our stuff's getting wiped
Yeah.
anyway.
Those would be the creatures that I'm getting back. All right, so 31 divided by 3. We're looking at 25, 23. Let's do 10 to each of you, and we'll do 11 to Chris. And I'm going to go to 80.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Bringing me down to 14.
13.
All right, now we're on to ETBs here. We have a Masked Vandal. I do not have a creature to exile. We have a Brain Maggot, a Crash of the Rhino Beetles, a Pestilence
I
Siphoner,
forgot about Scoot.
Scoot Swarm, and a Virus Beetle. So, Virus Beetle, each opponent's going to discard a card.
Could stop this, Trevor.
I could have. Right above.
Yeah, I'll discard the Scoured Barrens.
Now, the Brain Maggot. Brain Maggot enters the battlefield. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Exile it until Brain Maggot leaves the battlefield.
I'm discarding an Emiria Shepherd off of the beetle.
Are you going to hit your Emiria? How many
No.
lands are we looking at? No?
I'm 1 short.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You cards in hand? Cards in hands?
Right now, I
6.
have 4.
I gotta go with you.
If you do that, I guess I'll respond.
He guesses.
Yeah, you can. It's an ETB trigger.
Yeah, so. I mean, I guess it really is not going to matter what I do at this point. Yeah, no, fuck it.
Yeah, it is a reveal. Okay. So we have a Mystical Tutor, a Panharmonicon, a Consider, an Arcane Denial, a Brainstorm, and a Swan Song. Not
Even
the
the
style
shit.
of a Nazgul build I was
You-
seeing. I guess
you should've
instants and
used one of
sorceries,
those.
okay. See, I thought you had Living Death too. You said you were debating the
I
Living
can go
Death.
get it, and I can go draw it.
Oh, Mystical Tutor, right.
I can go get it, I can put it on top, I can draw it, but...
I mean, one of the two counter spells I feel like I would put underneath, or a Mystical Tutor could get you something to get it right back. Why do you have to have such a good hand? I guess we'll go with Arcane Denial.
What happens to it?
It is exiled underneath Brain Maggot until Brain Maggot leaves the battlefield. It is a 1/1 insect. And that is it for ETBs. Just a reminder over here, we have a 5/5 with Trample. He gets +10/+10 as long as I control 10 or more lands. We got Scoot Swarm, and we have Flying 1/1 Toxic 1. That's going to be it for me.
6 creatures total.
6 creatures.
I'll get a soldier. And 7 lanes.
Yep.
Wow.
And step.
All right, untap. Upkeep, I am still the monarch.
I know, I was trying to... There was no way.
No,
We needed something to happen.
I will
Something
draw.
sure did happen.
Yeah, it looks that way. Play a swamp,
Hey!
right? You got that enchantment over there?
Yep, Bastion of Remembrance. Whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses a life, I gain a life.
I have now I have a 4-mana sorcery in my graveyard.
I got a 5er in here now.
I won't be able to swing this turn anyway. See, I'm going to tap 4.
Not like I have anything to, you know.
It's any
And
target.
I will tap 2. I'll play a Space Marine Devastator, and I'm going to squat him once. So, as an additional cost to cast him, I can pay an additional 2 any number of times, and when he enters the battlefield, I create that many tokens that are copies of it. When he enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment.
Oh.
So I squatted him once.
Squad is a amazing ability.
Well, check this out.
I know you're gonna get my enchantment with it. I'm
Yeah,
not
exactly.
And
No.
Harmonicon,
So
you'll
it's
get 2
simple,
of
it's
them.
straightforward, and it's good.
Yeah, so I will get a free one off of Panharmonicon
That's right.
triggering when he enters the battlefield.
I got
So-
2 enchantments, 1 artifact. Enchantment
Just have 'em
creature,
in might.
artifact over here. Virus Beetle, Brain Maggot. Get rid of it. You can give someone back an Arcane Denial.
Okay. Yeah. Let's think about that for a second. I definitely am going to hit the Bastion.
For sure.
I can actually hit 3 things. So,
I have nothing.
you have nothing.
1/1.
Not going to destroy my own stuff.
Yep, obviously.
So I will hit the Brain Maggot.
Ooh.
And I heard you had another thing there.
Virus Beetle.
Virus Beetle.
Yep.
Yeah, you are at 80.
Now, would they
You don't say.
each enter individually? You chose this one first, this. Am I going to get any Bastion? Or is it-
You could stack it however.
So
you
you'll
want,
hit...
because since they're all 3 separate
Yeah.
instances.
Okay.
So dump if you don't want us to take. You'd target.
Bastion first.
No.
Oh, you do it in
target that
reverse order?
last, yeah.
Oh.
With the last one that enters.
Gotcha. So the Bastion's last.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't want to go to 11.
You
What's
get
the
this
difference?
back in your hand,
Yeah,
thanks to this guy.
Yeah, I did that.
Well, thanks.
I did that.
Strange. Wasn't willing to work with me on a rapid hybridization, but
speaking of that, I can get that.
that's all right.
Get that back right now, but I think I would rather run my chances again. I'm going to +1. I'm going to reveal the top 2 cards in my library. And then opponent. I definitely got one opponent at this table.
That's right. You can have another black source that is a dark water
So
catacomb
I'll
to
get
your hand.
the Dark Waters, and then
Magnus Kalganar.
yeah, Exiled Under Karn.
Oh,
One of the Warhammer Precon commander powerhouses.
Karn just fits in. He looks like he could be in 40k, or he could be a transformer even.
Yeah.
What would Karn's non-transformer, like if he was a car or a truck,
Oh,
what would he be?
yeah, the Cybertruck, right?
Yeah,
A
he'd be a
Cybertruck?
Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Speaking of cyber, I'm going to take 1 damage off of that talisman, and I'll play the Cybernetica Datasmith, who's 0/1 protection from artifacts, and I would be able to pay a blue and tap them. Choose an opponent. They either get to make a 4/4 robot that can't block or draw a card, and then I do the other thing. So we'll see how that goes. I can't attack with any of my creatures. I'm gonna have to go to my
When does that card you just played, when does that trigger?
this.
On attack?
He has to
He
tap
taps
it.
No, I can pay a blue and tap it. Target player
okay.
draws a card, another creates a 4/4.
Okay.
We'll get there. I'll go to my end step and I will draw a card for the Monarch and pass.
How many creatures do you have?
Right now I have 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Yeah.
Alright, I'll get another soldier.
If only I was
On
playing
to-
my Triskaidekaphobia deck. Look at those life totals.
Yeah.
Draw.
We'd all be trying to gain control of your
Yeah.
Triskaidekaphobia or whatever.
Let's have to Miria play a Soul Warden. On cast, I'll get a 4/4. Maybe gain some life back.
Look at that board. He was hooting and hollering, and he still got it right back.
When you get a 4/4 with
It was
Vigilance
more
for
so
cast
that
than
us
any creature, it's pretty
losing
good.
half her life total.
Tis what it is. Not him going
Just
to
that
80.
you're out of this game. That was also part of that.
You have to be in the game in order to be out of the game.
I'll play a Solemn. On cast, we'll get a Warrior, 2 Soul Warden triggers, and I'll go search for basic planes.
This guy shouldn't be over here.
Jeff, how many creatures in your graveyard now? 5, you said?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. The brain maggot, though.
Alright, we'll go to combat. I'm gonna send all my. Do you have reach?
I do not. I have a 1/1 flyer with
Right.
Toxic 1.
And that's toxic only to players, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's only the one.
Alright, we're sending all the flyers at you. We got 1 in the air, 3 in the air, and my general is 6 in the air with the 3 with double strike.
I will block your general with my 1/1 flyer
Mhm.
and take
Maybe 4.
4.
Wow, wow, wow. Good, healthy 76.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
More than all of ours combined.
Um,
And doubled.
second main, we'll cast the Core Skyfisher. Trigger.
This guy will be back up there in no time.
Gain 2.
Yeah, I don't know what he was again. Hooting and hollering.
I'm gonna bounce the Core Skyfisher. I know that you just okay with what happened last turn, but okay, pass.
Your end step. I will consider. I will surveil 1. I look at my top card. I can either leave it there or put it in my graveyard. I guess I'll leave it there and draw. I'll draw the card. Now I'll draw for turn. And untap. Now, Temple of Deceit into play tap. Scry 1.
If there was a spot on here for the turn counter, that would be nice too. Like you could hit it each turn when it does a rotation, maybe pop a turn counter on there.
Let's see. I'll tap 2 and play Blood Artist.
Seen this one before.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's very effective, I guess.
What was on top. I just saw it. Oh well. After that, I'll have to pass.
Untap upkeep. Draw.
Give me that face.
Flyers currently. We're looking at
Just the angel.
4/4
Yep.
Big old Zippo.
stuff.
If you're looking for specifically flying, I got no flying blockers, but I do have 1, 3, and a 3 double strike flying.
Um,
Yeah, Soul Warden trigger when that enters.
gonna play a forest. Land for turn. And I'm gonna get a copy of Scoot Swarm. We're gonna use this 3/3 insect as a copy of Scoot Swarm currently. And we are going to two, 4, 5, 6. Tap 6. And I'm going to cast Azoni Thousand Eyes.
1,000 Island.
Thousand-eyed. She's a 2/3 elf shaman. She has Undergrowth. When she enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black and green insect token creature card for each creature in your graveyard. Count again. I believe we have 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 now because we blocked with our flyer.
Again, 6.
6 creature tokens entering the battlefield.
7, 8. I'm going to gain 8 off my Soul Warden
Yep.
for this turn.
1, 2, yep, 8. Checks out. It's a copy of Scoot Swarm. And then she is a 2/3, and she also has pay a black and a green, sacrifice another creature. You gain a life and draw a card.
Just a life?
Yeah. You just draw a card too. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And trigger your Blood Artist.
Yeah.
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 We've come to our first ultimate activation of the game. We are going to -5 Grist, taking him down to 6. And I am going to have you each lose 6 life.
Wow.
7.
7.
20.
Uh-oh.
Gonna have to pass the turn.
Number of creatures, number of lands.
1.
I have 11 creatures and 8 lands.
11 creatures.
Alright, I'll get 1 soldier.
How many do you have?
This will put me to 11.
What?
So I'm gaining life.
Huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Interesting.
6, 7, 8. I also have 8 lands.
All right, untap. I may be at
Immediately
7,
online.
but I'm still the Monarch, so...
Go figure this whole
yeah,
game.
Yeah, I'll get another 4/4 flying angel.
I mean, it's going to be a long battle to get through to either one of you with my deck, so it's going to
Tell
have
me
to be
about
through the drain.
Draw for
Hopefully.
turn.
Hey, just 1 more and these guys are gone. Almost gone.
I'll play that Dark Water Catacombs. Let's see. I can -1 Karn, and I'll bring him back down to 2. I'm going to put Marnius Calgar from exile into my hand.
That's a good pick.
Flying blockers over there?
No flying from the insect tribe.
No flying from the insect tribe. What's up with that?
Not yet.
I will
But yeah, these
tap
This over here
4
has
mana, and I will cast an Inquisitor Greyfax. It's 4/3 vigilance, and other creatures I control get +1/+0 and have vigilance. So those 4/4 angels are 5/4 flying vigilance, Angels.
First
Pretty
blood,
good.
you could take Trevor out. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you could.
He's asking for it at this
No.
A
point.
guy at 76 won't be a problem.
No. I'm not, well, I was going
Oh.
to say I'm not steering anything away, but my money's on Oketra taking the game.
I don't want to hear about your
It's going to be a long one after you guys are gone, but
Oh,
he will end up winning.
I will also cast the Marnie.
It's just going to be an
Spellguard.
eventually.
Yeah.
You do have a 1 mana and a 4 mana instant or sorcery in my graveyard.
Well, yeah, we got a 5 mana over here. Now you got 5ers, I heard.
Yep, I got a 5 flyer. Oh, what could that possibly
The
be?
fire is living dead.
Yeah. We got a
You should
living
do that.
death.
You should do that. I would definitely be okay with that.
Cultivate
He
or a
could kill you.
corrupted conviction.
I wouldn't, though, because he's going to spare me. I could kill Nick. I could get first blood.
Why would you kill me? You'd have to deal with a 76.
I created that 76.
Doesn't mean you can take it away. You get a 0-1 on
Is,
this
What's,
board.
is the spell cast?
Yes.
Oh.
What's Grist at?
Grist is at 6.
Okay.
He's got 1 more activation.
I'm going to enter combat,
Yes.
and I will send one of my 5/4 flying Vigilance Angels at Grist.
Grist has to take that
I figured.
first damage dealt to Grist all game. He's going to go down to 1 loyalty.
I think I might have just saved my life a little bit.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean just a little bit.
He's got vigilance, dude. You should be worried.
What am I worried?
I guess with that, I am good to go to my end step and draw for Monarch and pass the turn.
8 lands? Or 7 lands?
3, 4, 5, 7.
7.
I did notice one very impressive blue card is missing from the
3,
stack.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'll go to my turn. I'll untap. We'll upkeep.
Probably the best blue card. In this situation, especially.
Did you have 2
Cyclonic
creatures
Rift?
enter
Yeah.
or 3?
I had 3, 1 Angel
1 Calgar.
and the Inquisitor.
Draw. Wow.
3 cards on hand?
Myria trigger as well. My upkeep. I'm all over the place right now. We'll bring back the Broodmoth.
It's a rough one. I don't own a single one of those. I'm going to have to get one of those.
It's a pretty good card. I see it in a lot of deck lists.
Yeah. Resiliency-wise, I mean, you just can bounce back from a board wipe in white, which...
It's gotta be on the battlefield first.
I
but-
have that.
Yeah.
Something.
So what's the biggest creature you got right now?
76.
76 life. But
yep.
It's a 76.
No, we have a
76.
5/5 with Trample as our biggest guy.
Alright. Move to combat. You guys don't want none, right? You guys are... Yeah.
I'm gonna want it, no.
How much storage you said we had? I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna move to attacks, and I'll declare my flyers at Jeff along with my 3 zombie warriors. So
Alright.
3 4 4s, 1 in the air, 3 in the air, 3 6 double strike in the air.
Yep. So I'm looking at, what, 7 plus 12, and then what's this guy here? 3?
3, yes, 15.
22.
I'm
15
counting.
plus 6.
What?
So we got 12,
Yeah,
Yeah.
13, 16, 23 altogether.
23 altogether with 6 general.
Off by
Yes.
I'll take it. Maybe it'll steer you guys.
Yeah, he's only at 60 something.
Was I at 79 or 78?
one. Right now, you just did 13.
I just did
You're
13.
at 76. So
I
that's 13,
saw it say
another 10.
13.
And what am I going to?
Another 10, you're at... Yeah,
53.
53, yeah.
Right
Yeah,
there.
76
Perfect.
minus 23.
I don't believe it. Still looks too high.
It is.
Yeah.
It still looks too high. We'll play a Gilded Lotus.
Oh.
Second main. You can Arcane Denial that. I'd love it.
Nah, it's okay.
You can want to Swan Song it? You give me another flyer? That'd be cool. I'm down with that. You gotta do something this game, right?
If You insist.
He's egging you on. You gonna allow that?
Yeah,
Wipe the board and put all the Blood Artist triggers at him.
I know, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm on a Mystical Tutor.
In response to Gilded Lotus?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have to reveal it and put it on top, right?
Right.
Sometimes I find that reading the cards reveals what they do.
Like the intention they had behind making the card in the first place.
Sometimes.
Like most cards only do like what it says on the card for the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I was looking at one of the newer cards in spoilers, and it said, we're going to edit this whole thing out. I was looking at one of the newer cards in
You're
spoilers.
gonna edit this whole thing.
and
Nexus of Fate. Do
it
it.
said,
He's got-
it had the reminder text for Explore, I believe, is the new, or not the new one, but for Merfolk, it had that, but then it had a new keyword on it, but it didn't signify what that does. There was no reminder text for the new one, but it had, or Evolve. It had Evolve maybe on it, and it didn't say what the new one was. It was a green Merfolk. I was looking at it, and I was like, it's weird that they put like the older reminder text, but not the newer reminder text of a new ability.
Yeah, I noticed they changed a lot of the wording lately. Seems more fluid. Like two cards can do the same thing, and it'll be worded completely differently.
Like Consider. Consider they changed it to say Surveil,
Mm-hmm.
when before it used to just say, look at the top card of your library.
Yeah, there's
you can
Surveil
put in your
spelled
graveyard.
out.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Which would be interesting for some mechanics like Flashback, where like Flashback certain cards say like, look in your library for 3 cards with Flashback,
you
put them in your
subjugating
graveyard.
The
And then
hobbits?
if the card didn't say Flashback right on it, but then they errated it to Flashback.
He's getting subjugate the hobbits.
Subjugate the Hobbits.
Is it creatures or permanents?
We have a 7-mana sorcery. Gain control of each non-commander creature with mana value 3 or less. This is worse than Mordor, is what the flavor text says. Much worse in a way. It comes home to you, as they say, because it is a home. And you remember it before all of it was ruined.
Wow.
You would think that'd be a villain saying that? Maybe the way I said it, but it's Sam. Samwise Gamgee is saying that. Yeah, all right.
Very,
Yeah, that's Frodo's dog.
Yeah.
goes on top.
Yeah, that was all in response to my Guild Lotus.
That's right.
That only took 5
A mystical
minutes.
tutor in response to Gilded Lotus.
So you just want to give Gravy more? Yeah, you just want to give you more stuff to take next turn with Subjugate the Hobbits. It costs 6, and you got
It costs 7.
you got land in your hand.
I did not.
So why'd you get it? You can't play it next turn.
I didn't say that. Just that I don't have the lands yet. I'm hoping, wishing, seeing what's next.
Did you put that on top?
Uh-huh.
Well, he's got Brainstorm in his hand too, right?
Uh-huh.
It's still sitting there. We will cast the Core Skyfisher another 2 times.
Just
Go
cast that
1,
more than Nazguls.
Yeah, tell me about it. More than spells I've played.
get another zombie, and I'll gain 4.
Now this is a prayer, you know.
Yeah.
Hoping,
All right.
hoping the angels help me out.
Hey, you're
I'm
being
going
a
to
real
end step.
champ.
Hey, your end step. I'll brainstorm. So I'll draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from my hand on top of my library in any order. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Putting those 2 on top. Untap. Up. Draw. Oh, wow.
Wow.
We'll play a
He's so
swap.
pleasant.
I feel
He's so
like I know
pleasant.
what's coming.
7 mana. Might as well go get, play what we got, right? We are going to subjugate the hobbits.
Wow, what does that do?
Gain control of each non-commander creature with mana value 3 or less.
Uh-oh. I got a few of those.
With mana value 3 or less.
So all the tokens.
So I'm gonna, in response to that, You already played your land this turn?
Had to play it in order to play that.
Just in case. I'll be left with 2 blockers, but no flying. I'd have to think some of it's getting swung at me. So I'm gonna play a black and a green. We'll activate the Thousand Island Dressing over here, and we're gonna sacrifice Scoot Swarm.
I'll have you take one.
OG Scoot Swarm. And you gain 1.
And I gain 1. 8.
I am going to also gain a life and draw a card. Boop. And now that spell will resolve. We are subjugating the hobbits.
Wow.
Do you untap them?
I
Or
don't
you
think
just gain control?
I just gain control. It doesn't say you untap.
So that's tap.
That guy
You
out of
get
there.
2 of those angels. You get
Let me keep these over here. Maybe
Are these
make it a
2
little
separate
cleaner.
you
things?
get the
Yep,
cybernet.
that
you
is
get
a
the
Scoot Swarm.
Smith,
And those are 6/1/1s.
Oh, that's why you asked whether or not I...
You get 2 of these
Oh,
guys.
jeez, wow, it's like Christmas. Wow.
That's amazing.
That
Vi-
is-
Board and a card, huh? Cool. Take all their shit.
What's Insurrection cost? 7, 8, 7,
8, but you gain control of all of them and give them haste. Like those don't have haste right now, so you
Yeah.
can't swing with any of it. But
I mean, it definitely did something. It
Oh, I
definitely
know,
just took a
kidding.
lot of stuff,
I
but
mean,
I could swing with what was already out, no?
no, because it comes under your control.
Oh, it's still subject to...
You get summoning sickness.
So I just get to stare at it all?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why insurrection gives them haste.
I mean,
That
you
makes
got
sense.
my angel.
wait, doesn't it say gain control of?
Yes.
So things that were out already, you should be able to swing with?
No, you
That's
can't
what
because
he's saying.
it gives them summoning sickness when you gain control of a creature. Yeah,
Is that why, like, reforce...
that's why most of them say give it haste.
Gain
at some
control.
point.
And
Gain control, it has
He's
haste,
just gaining
untap
control
it.
of them.
Really, if it swaps control, then it loses. That's
Yeah,
weird.
We'll have summoning sickness.
Well, I guess if
It
you think
usually
about
doesn't come up
even like
much
the
'cause,
mono
like,
red one
zealous
has
conscripts
haste.
and
Thank
stuff
you,
like
that
that.
one. Haste, yeah.
Gives them haste to
Yeah.
do its thing.
Yeah, I guess that's why they specify on there.
Well, after that, I guess I wish I could swing with one of them. How they take the monarchy?
You can swing with the blood artist.
He's got no power. She's got no power. Oh no. I guess I'll pass.
Wow.
Yeah, we're positive on that ruling? Yeah, okay. We'll untap. We'll upkeep. And we're going to draw. You gotta play a
Wow.
swamp.
Change that.
It's like he squashed the bug.
A bug.
A bug.
He still got more.
3, 6, 9 mana we're looking at.
It's a good amount of mayonnaise.
You're supposed to get soldier at your end step,
Oh.
and you gain a life.
Oh. 9.
I'm going to
Wowza.
tap 3 and cast a Grave Purge. Put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library, and then draw a card.
Huh.
So I'm going to put my insects back on top,
Oh, and then he's gonna grist and get a whole bunch of
Yeah.
and I'm going to put
insects.
Blood Artist on the very top. So I'm going to draw the Blood Artist, and these 6
Well, that's a conundrum.
insects are going to go on top of my library. And then I'm going to plus Grist. And we will go 1. We go 2. We will go 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're leaving it to fate. It's not, it's a village rights. So into the yard.
So you had 6 creatures enter.
6 creatures
You're
enter
gonna
this
gain
turn.
6.
Woo! Go up to 15.
I'm going to cast Blood Artist
16.
for 2 mana. going to pass the turn.
Wow.
Number of creatures you control.
7, 8, 9. 9 creatures.
I will get another soldier and how many lands? You got 9
Seven.
now.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll go search for basic planes.
It's almost like we're both just holding, you know.
All right, untap, upkeep. I'm still the monarch.
Oh, wow, that's a miracle.
I'll make another 4/4 angel, and I'll draw.
Trevor done took them all.
Thanks for the angels.
I'll play a Sky Cloud Expanse.
Good card.
I will tap 7 mana, and I'll
Oh, got an
cast
angel
my
on you.
commander Converted. So we'll play Soundwave on his legendary artifact side.
So he's not a creature?
And nope. So whenever I cast a spell with an odd mana value or an even mana value, I'll make one of these tokens and then flip him to the other side. So I have 4 mana left for this turn. I will tap 3 here, and I'll cast the Ophiomancer. At the beginning of each upkeep, if I control no snakes, create a 1/1 black snake creature token with Death Touch.
Uh-oh.
So I will cast Ophiomancer for 3. That will trigger Soundwave for odd. So I'll flip him back, and I will make Ravage, the 3/3 Menace Death Touch. When Ravage enters the battlefield, it will trigger Marnius Calgar. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under my control, draw a card.
Wow.
So I will draw 1 card, and then Panharmonicon. Because of that, I will draw a 2nd card off of Ravage entering the battlefield.
Huh.
Okay. Sure.
I will +1 Karn, and I will reveal the top 2 cards. So you got Dam and Sakarian Infiltrator. And I'll have
What a
Nick
choice.
choose one of them to go into my hand, the other one into exile.
Give him damn.
Yeah, if you cast Dam, we just die. There's
Everyone.
2 blood artists on the field.
Yeah, I don't have enough mana.
I know.
Give him damn.
Can I hear what this infiltrator is?
Just draws a card.
Yeah, he's 1/2 with Flash for 3 with Squad 2, and when he enters the battlefield, draw a card.
Okay.
So this will go in my hand. Dam will be exiled under Karn. I just have 1 untapped mana here, so I will go to my end step and I'll draw a card for being the Monarch, and I will pass.
Untap. Got upkeep.
Yep, so in your upkeep, I'm going to get a snake token from Ophiomancer.
And I'm going to bring back Emiria Shepherd.
And I will draw 2 cards off of Marnius Calgar.
Drop for turn.
General still on creature side, or where is he at?
Yep, still on the creature side until I deal combat damage and resolve casting an instant sorcery from your graveyard off of that.
You could also have 7. Or 1. Oops. Or 1, or 1. Or 4.
If we get rid of Gravy, we get all our stuff back.
Well,
That's right.
It's not nice.
That's a lot of damage over there.
Yeah, so is that.
That's 20 alone,
Right.
there.
I have 13 total damage.
You're
I
at
can do.
53, though. Nick's at 28. He's the second highest life total, and he's worried.
I think eventually in our games you're going to realize that life total isn't everything. Eventually.
He'll get there.
But
these days.
it is a good resource to base all your actions off of.
How do you figure when I let you gain up to 80?
Exactly.
He
I didn't-
let you do that.
But you did. You straight up did.
So I don't really care about the life. I'm just saying, if it helps anyone dissuade each other, you know, let it.
Yeah.
You're the politics master gravy over here. I'll play an idyllic Grange. It is a plains, but I got nothing in my graveyard to bring back off my Emiria Shepherd. If it enters untapped, I put a counter on target creature I control. Just a +1. Put on my general.
Does that always enter untapped? The planes you just played?
No, it
No.
enters tapped unless I control 3 or more other planes, which I have
Oh, okay.
plenty of.
I wasn't sure because I was thinking like Mystic Sanctuary.
Yeah. It's just a lot of shit, man. God damn.
Well, it is 3 people's worth of stuff.
You have flying, Chris?
He's got another angel.
You got 1 angel here.
Yep.
It's just nasty, right? Alright. We will not do any attacking. But I'm going to cast that Core Skyfisher a bunch of times.
How many?
Once.
Oh.
I'll get one of my tokens over there. So I can do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. So I'll have you gain another 10.
Wow.
And then off the last one, bounce it back. So I'll have 6 total of these tokens. It's all tapped. And that's a big old pass for me.
Untap. Keep. Well, draw. I'll play Panharmonica. And I will ponder. Look at the top 3, then put them back in any order. Draw a card. That works. I'll play a Tainted Isle for a land for turn, getting another Scoot Swarm.
You have Panharmonicon, so it's going to trigger twice.
Oh, so I'll get.
And then your Soul Warden will trigger twice.
Oh,
So you
geez.
gain 2 for each creature entering. So you're going to gain. You had 3 enter, so that'd be 6.
So I gain 5 more.
No,
No.
you had 1 Scoot Swarm
You have-
doubled,
yeah.
so you would have 3 Scoot Swarms total,
Okay.
but you would gain 4 because that's 2 creatures entering times 2.
Sure. Alrighty then.
Old Panharmonicon, a great card.
Yeah, I didn't even expect to see any value out of it, and it just kind of happened anyway.
Soul Warden.
Yeah, he took my
You
Soul
guys were
Warden.
at 12 when the last time I looked. One
I'm
Soul Warden and
He subjugated
we're
my
one
soul.
away
I'm
from our
still at
starting
7.
life total now.
I'm still at 7. Jeff.
That's pretty wild, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're all suddenly playing token decks.
Alright. I will. Oh, geez. Number of creatures in your graveyard?
Not charging.
I think 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6.
Okay. Chris, you only have one flyer?
Yeah, right now just one angel. 5/4.
I move to combat. I'll swing 2 angels in the air at you.
Chris?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
They're 4/4s.
Yeah.
Well, I will block one of them, and I'll take 4, and I'll go down to 3.
So
Oh,
that's
no.
2 creatures dying.
Yeah.
What do you choose?
You're the active player.
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh.
go to you. Yours will have to go on the stack.
I'm all for trying to negotiate if negotiations are open.
Sure.
So we can either just negate them
Yeah.
altogether, or we could deal 2 to Nick and each gain a life.
You don't have to do that.
Huh?
So you don't have to do that.
You have a counter point?
No, I mean, I didn't swing at you last turn, though. Right?
I mean...
Yeah, all that. You only swung 2 at the guy at the lowest life total. You're picking on Chris over here.
He's talking shit.
You're the active player. It's your
I'll
choice.
deal 1 to Nick.
I'll also deal 1 to Nick.
I guess I'll pass.
At your end step,
Yes.
I'm gonna activate Izoni. Let me see, how close are we to that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A land away from giving the Rhino Beetles +10/+10.
Oh no, and trample?
He has built-in trample, but it's really not doing anything for me. So we're gonna sack him,
Wow.
and we're gonna gain a life and draw a card, and then we'll have Blood Artist triggers on the stack as well. I'm gonna deal mine to Nick. So I'm going to gain 2 life, 1 off Blood Artist, and 1 off Izoni.
I'll do 1 to you.
We'll gain a card, or draw a card. And then I'm going to activate it again, sack 1 of these. I'll deal my 1 to you.
I'll do 1 to Chris.
Okay.
No.
He's going to gain a life, draw
Down
a
to
card.
2.
And then coming to my turn.
At the end of his turn, I'm going to get a soldier too, so you're just going to gain 2 life.
Coming to my turn, untap. Upkeep. Upkeep. Then we're going to draw.
It's a wild game.
Play first. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures in the yard. I'm liking the mill. I think I'm just going to keep milling.
Okay.
-2 sack, though, is also an option here that I could just get rid of your Blood Artist, which might be a wise play for me.
You can get rid of my Blood Artist?
I can -2, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker.
Oof.
And you did start the 1 at me.
I spread it around if you think about it. I dealt 1 to everybody.
You're still very much a problem over there, the 2 of you.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe not so much you. I could take you out anytime I want. I'm just not.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
I'm just waiting
Yeah,
for the
you're
inevitable
Jeff's
at this
mercy.
point.
No, I'm trying to see.
I
It would,
could end
That's
you if
not
I
what I'm
wanted
saying
to.
at all.
if I
though.
do take you out, it gets rid of the flyers that you lost control of that are inevitably going to come at me. So there is that thought process.
Even though they're not real creature?
They would
Yeah,
go away.
Oh,
I forgot to swing with that fly.
I thought about it.
It's a 1/1 in the air.
I know, I thought about it.
Huh.
That'd be excessive.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, I didn't know if I need a flying for...
I think that's the play, because the life gain's just going to keep happening. Everything, like, right?
Well, I mean, this is gaining me life, too.
Yeah.
I would argue that this is gaining me more life.
Well, I don't want him to get it back either. As soon as it's dead, he's going to bring it back with a Maria Shepherd or a Maria.
That's also very true.
Well, you want him to keep gaining higher and higher? He's
No,
already at
no.
44.
The
I
life
don't
gain
know.
is just going to get...
He's doubling because
Yeah.
whenever creature dies too.
Or you can mill
Unless
and then
you
get
keep 'em in
hopefully
check
you
with your blood
strike
artist.
rich and then you just deal 25 to somebody, you know?
Next turn.
You never know.
I don't know what my best case for mill is going to be, so I feel like I'm going to
I mean, we've only seen not even half of your insects.
-2. I'm going to sacrifice one of these insects, and I will destroy your blood artist.
It says 2 blush triggers.
Yep.
I'll do one to Chris.
I'm also dealing my...
2 to me?
Yep.
Wow.
So-
Poor.
In
Chris.
response,
Ugh.
I'm going to pay a blue, and I'm going to tap this. Target player draws a card. Another target player creates a 4/4 colorless robot artifact creature token with this creature can't block.
You're going to give it to the guy that can sacrifice it?
No, I'm going to give the robot to Chris, and I'm going to draw a card.
So I get the robot. So I will actually have the robot.
Yeah.
So
Because that's in response to his blood artist trigger, I guess. Which, you know, he did a little out of order, but
I will
he's still learning.
tap the Memorial to Glory, and I will Swords to Plowshare the robot. So I'll exile the robot, and I gain life equal to its power. Right? Would I go back up to 4?
Why'd
Nice.
you gain 2?
Because the robot had to enter
Oh. Yeah, that's right.
in order to be pathed.
Fair.
So I'm not dead?
You're not dead.
You're not dead.
You survived.
Okay.
For now.
Yep. Blood artist dead.
So who are you doing your one off of my blood artist dying to?
You.
Oh, that sounds so sad.
Wait, you both dealt him to Chris, though, right? That's how you went from 2.
Yeah, but oh, that's right. I was
Yeah.
off it. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
They had already done that.
Come on now.
Did you just gain a life thing?
I took a life.
Well, then you would have gained one because
Oh, yeah,
his
yeah,
was
yeah.
sent
No,
in.
no, I get what you're saying now.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Oh, man.
2, 4, 6, 7. Triple green. I'm going to cast a Moldograph Monstrosity. 8/8 trample. When it dies, exile it, then return 2 creature cards at random from your graveyard to the battlefield.
It's an old classic.
An
It's an old classic commander card.
Yeah.
And we'll tap 3 and play a Realm Walker.
That's a
Naming
good one.
insects. I can look at the top card of my library at any time. I may cast creatures, insects specifically, off the top of my library.
You had already looked at the top card by now.
Well,
yeah.
Well, he was reading the card. I was listening to what it did.
are you responding to that, Trevor?
I feel like that's a really good one. You could even set yourself up for the.
Not the Swords to Plowshares that kept Chris in the game. You want to get rid of my Realm Walker, but you recall that Arcane Denial's been burning a hole in your hand.
I hate when he cries. All right, go ahead. Keep continuing, please.
No, no. I'm just
He cried
asking
his
if
way all the way.
after I resolved my looking at the top,
You were
then if
literally
you want to counter
okay.
it.
To be fair, you were
Yes.
literally reading your card as you're looking at it.
I didn't think it was even up for debate for counter, but that's my bad. I believe that's our end step. We're straight up passing the turn to you who are miraculously still alive, and
I
it's
don't-
anybody's game.
It could be my game right
Why
here.
would I want Chris to
It
die?
could
I
be
got
game
2
for
of
me,
his, I have
right?
3 of his.
If
creatures.
anyone's still watching at this point,
Yeah. Untap, upkeep.
Oh.
I'm not the monarch. I am just going to get a 1/1 soldier token, which will trigger Calgar twice. I will draw 2 cards, and then I will draw for the turn.
It's a spirit, right?
Is it? Yeah.
It's a completely different creature.
Alright, I guess I will drop a plains for turn.
Wow, it's a fancy spirit.
RK Post.
On the front.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I've seen like a series of cards like that.
That's a nifty
Leo
back.
Thompson. They're from Card Kingdom.
I'll tap 6 mana here. And I'll play a Worm Coil Engine.
A classic.
6/6 Death Touch Lifelink. When Worm Coils put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 3/3 colorless worm artifact creature token with Death Touch and one with Lifelink. Let's see. I will tap 2 blue and a colorless, and I will quasi-duplicate and create a token that's a copy of my Worm Coil Engine. So I'll get a copy of the worm. And off of that token entering, I will draw 2 cards off of Calgar.
Wow, that's a lot of card draw.
That's some value of it. I sure wish
Yeah.
I could draw 2 cards.
I got
He's dropped like 6 this turn.
10 cards in my hand. So, let's see. I mean, combat. No angels.
Living death. Living death.
Yeah.
Play Dam from undercard.
I can actually do something with Karn. I will +1 them, and we'll look at the top 2 cards. Ooh, we got a Swiftfoot Boots and a Bastion Protector. One of them in my hand, one of them in exile.
You can have the Protector.
Wow. In my hand?
Yes.
And then Swiftfoot Boots will go exiled under Karn. I will go to my end step, and I will discard one of each land for Esper and a Talisman, and pass the turn.
Go to my turn. Untap. Upkeep. We got anything? Nothing in my graveyard I can take back. I'll draw. Hmm. 57, 56, huh? 4 over there. You're the
4!
monarch.
I am.
Kind of want that
4.
monarch.
I mean,
Kind of do like that monarch. Move to
Okay.
combat. We will swing the Broodmoth. You got just this 1/1 flyer.
that's right.
Broodmoth and a Myria Shepherd at you. A 3/4 flyer and a 4/4 flyer. And then I will send my general at Jeff. And I guess along with the keeper, does that guy have trample down there or reach?
8/8 with trample.
What's this card? Realm Walker?
Yep.
Alright, we'll also send the keeper the cord at you for 3. So 9 total, 6 total general.
And 7 total at me.
Yep.
Holy 49.
I have 12 general of yours.
Alright, second main. I'll tap 3, use 2 of it for the core Skyfisher. I will return the Luminous Broodmoth to my hand.
Have you checked that at all? Oh, you got it over there. Okay.
Go 3. We will play the Luminous Broodmoth. You're going to gain.
Wow, again.
So that'll be, I think 8 total because I had 4 creatures enter. I'm also the Monarch for now.
Oh, you.
Think I'm going to move to end step, and I'll draw for my Monarch trigger.
Untap. Upkeep. You thought playing decks we didn't know took a long time. Draw. I will play a Nazgul.
What is that? A Nazgul deck?
The ring will tempt me. So whenever your ring bearer attacks, draw a card, then discard. Or does it go back to 1 because there's nobody that's been tempted?
What?
When the ring tempts me, does it go back to 1 because the original 1 being tempted is not around?
Every time the ring tempts you,
It's a
you
new
go
thing.
up.
To the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to
So
2.
now you're going to choose a new creature as well
Alright,
to
well,
be your ring bearer.
Or you can choose the same one again, right?
Yeah.
I'll choose one of the angels.
And what's the second level of the ring tempting you?
That's whenever the ring bearer attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. And he'll get a +1 counter because he enters. When Nazgul enters battlefield, whenever the ring tempts me, put a counter. And then, so wait a minute, 2 counters, right?
The ring would tempt you twice, correct? You're entering the battlefield. Panharmonicon triggers twice.
Okay, so whenever my ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacrifices that enemy combat. I'll choose the other angel.
I think you can only have one ring bearer still, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so same angel, 2 things?
Yeah, I'll have all 3 of these.
Does the back of the
Oh,
card
gotcha.
explain the card?
Built a whole deck around it.
The ring can tempt you even if you don't control a creature. The ring gains this ability in order from top to bottom. Once it gains the ability, it has that ability for the rest of the game. Each time it tempts you, you must choose a creature. You must choose a creature if you control one. Each player can only have one emblem named the ring and only one ring bearer at a time.
That's the words we were looking for.
And I placed it at the bottom.
The fine print.
And we'll play a Nazgul.
Wow.
Very tempting over there.
Alright, so now whenever my ring bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. Alright. Very fun.
And then whenever they tempt you, you're getting a +1 counter on there?
Yeah.
+1/+1?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You have any flying? Yeah, you probably have 2, right?
3, 4,
Miria and
2, 3, yes.
No lands, unfortunately. Don't get any more of those guys. He's got a lot of stuff over there now, too.
Yep, I have 2 7/6s, a 4/3, a 6/4, a 4/3. I have a 4/5 double strike and a 4/3, and Karn is at 4 loyalty.
With a lot of stuff under him.
Yeah, three spells. I also have a 1/1 snake with death touch. And a 1/1 spirit.
Is that all?
I mean, I also only have 4 life.
I mean, I don't want you to die.
No?
You only tried to do
This
it
is the
last
second
turn.
time around.
Well, not now. Now if I'm
He-
keeping
he's-
his creatures that I've tempted as angels. I slipped the ring on their finger.
You should have gave it to the Memite.
The little guy? The little guy that could? Jeez. Jeez, I'm a crow. Alright. Yeah, you said you had 2 flying, 3 flying?
A 3/4 flyer, 2/3 flyer.
No flying.
You got that right, Bubs.
Alright, moving to combat. I will go the 2 angels and the Mem Knight at you. And I will send these 6 jabronis at your general.
Is the last trigger of the ring on damage, or is it?
Whenever your Ringbird deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life.
Mm-hmm. You're sending 6 1/1s at him
Not him.
at Grist. Yes. Gonna block them all.
Yeah, you're crazy, Trevor. Why'd you do that?
So if you block the angel, one of the angels, you have to sack something. If one deals damage, everyone loses 3. But at the end of combat.
Are we moving to declare blockers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna put these 2, this guy, and then 3 of these 1/1s in front of your 6 1/1s. And we're gonna have 9 Blood Artist triggers, and I'll direct them all at you.
I'm gonna flash in a Dust Elemental, declaring these blocking the angels. It's a flash flying fear for a 6/6, and when it comes into play, return up to 3 creatures I control to its owner's hand. So, is that okay? You, Mr. Okay. I'm gonna return these 3 to my hand. And then I'll take 1.
Woo. Some of Dead's have a draw card. Oh.
Untap. Here we go. We're still in it. It's anyone's game. We're untapping. These guys are dead. We're drawing a card. We're looking at the top card of our library at any time off of the Realm Walker. It is not an insect. It's a good card. It's not an insect. Do like that card though. We'll play a Swamp Land for turn. And gonna activate Izoni. And I'm gonna sacrifice this insect here. And I will gain a life and Trevor have you lose a life. And I'm gonna draw a card. I'll get the top card at any time. You can cast insects off the top. It's a good one. the Soul Warden, you know? But then if you have it back, it's no better in anyone's hands over the other. It's just that here we are.
That life total doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
The game might never end at this rate because you guys are just trading life totals back and forth.
Yeah. 6.
Big spell.
6. I'm sorry, nope. 7.
Even bigger spell.
7. Giving me 2 mana to work with, which is alright, I suppose. Casting a Hornet Queen off the top of the library.
Wow.
It's a lot of blockers.
Any responses?
Oh, it's Death Touch. That's even worse. What if it's all a ploy? I don't like it. Arcane Denial.
Thank the heavens. I've been
Get that
tiptoeing
out of the
around
way.
that for 18 turns now.
Oh yeah. Ever
All
since
right.
you looked at my hand.
We're going to look at the top card of the library. Cast insects off the top. We're tapping 2. Cast a Broodhatch Nantuko. 1/1 insect druid. When he is dealt damage,
Druid.
I may put that many 1/1 green insect tokens into play. Blasphemous Act, guy.
Soul Warden trigger.
That's right. Now we're looking at the top card of our library. We're going to -5, my general. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 creatures in the graveyard. And have each opponent lose 8 life.
45.
First
16.
blood.
I don't feel so good, Jeff.
First blood.
Beaten.
Been beaten.
Defeated.
These would
All right,
go
it's
away.
been nice playing with you guys.
You know,
I'm gonna go into the
Magnius.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, not
This
Magnius.
must be his too.
The
Ink
sensory
Shield. Who's been holding that? That's in your hand? Oh, no.
oh yeah, it's nothing.
What were these copies of? Was that dumpster?
Those are Scoot Swarms.
Oh, okay. So the rest is good.
Mhm.
Thought you were gonna minus your dude, and but you don't want him to get it either. I get it. I get it.
That's going to be it from me.
Number of lanes you control.
I believe we just hit 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Whoa.
11 lands.
Whoa,
I'll go ahead and get a Plains.
Chris, how does it feel? Finally, just be done with that.
First in and first out, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
That was the guy with the Soul Ring talisman.
Yeah,
start.
He
You
started
remember
out
that?
quick. He was clowning around. He was.
I mean, you had the Monarch since the beginning of the game. When I played Grist that one time, I was like, what's the chance of him sticking around? He stuck around the whole game. Karn stuck around the whole game.
Karn was around.
It keeps changing. You see, it said
You're in Credited.
no. It said loser before.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
rude.
How did it know?
Yeah, right. You customize this thing.
Alright, I'm gonna untap. I'll upkeep. Nothing.
He didn't even get to
Keep
play.
triggers here.
He didn't even get to play. Damn.
That's what I was really hoping for.
Go 4. Play the Luminous Broodmoth. Hi, look who's back.
I got to pee so bad. I'm probably just going to go pee. I've been holding it for...
I can cut it right here.
Yeah.
He should be.
Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Super.
His levels are popping, right?
Alright. Move into combat. I'm gonna do some swinging. Be playing this turn. Well, big, right?
I think you have to.
You got no flying at all.
No.
Same with you, Jeff. Okay, I'll take that as a.
I think that's a resounding no.
I will send my flyers in the air at Jeff. I will send my 9/9 or my 9 4/4s on the ground at Trevor.
Hmm.
And that'll be my attacks.
I'm declaring no blocks. If you don't mind, what do we got coming in?
8 general. Another 4.
Ooh,
That's
Another
16
3.
general.
no, I already have 12. That's going to take me to 20 general.
Sketchy.
12. You took 3 hits from her? She was 8 last turn.
Oops, wrong
She
one.
was 8 last turn?
Yeah, she had the +1/+1 counter since I played the Ideal Grange, I think 2 turns ago.
Pretty sure I only took 6 general and 6 damage from her last turn. I took 9 altogether on the swing when you swung.
So he must have missed it. Must have been reading her as 3 then. She
So
would
that's
have been
going to kill
4.
me then, right?
With general, I think so.
Yep.
Is that what you're going for?
I am perfectly content accepting that. If that is what it is, I don't have a choice. Good games, boys.
And then you have 10 9 4/4s on the
Snag.
ground at you.
Oh, I guess I'm not dead until that happens. You can
Yeah.
block with my creatures if you want.
Oh, good to know. I will. What's that? That's 4. Is that all you? Was that only you? 4. And then this
Well, you would
one?
keep the 2 copies you made off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because
that's
only
cool.
the original copies.
All right,
Jeff's.
so I'll block with one of these. Oops, one of these. This one. This guy. And that's it. So 4 different creatures blocking, and I'll take 5
Fine.
times 4, 20.
20. Yep.
Creatures dying.
I think he's going to have.
I'm gonna have 2.
2.
3, 2. Yeah, because this one's a 5/6. So this will die. The one I blocked with will die.
Yep.
I think I should take 4 more then.
Okay, yeah, you're only blocking 3 of them. And then one of mine will die from that, right? That's.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. 5. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll have 9. I'll have 1 dying. So
I'll
4
have-
Blood Artist triggers.
Yeah, so I'll just do 2 to each you. And I'm dead.
He's done.
Grist.
GG's.
That was quite a fight. The question is, what's happening over there?
Nothing.
Can I see your graveyard?
If you'd like. A lot of instants, a lot of sorceries. And 1 Nazgul.
Go with Arcane Signet.
I won. Not.
Think I'm gonna pass.
Whoa. Untip. Upkeep. We'll draw.
I should be the Monarch, right? You were the Monarch.
Yes.
I gotta draw for Monarch then. But yes, it's still your turn.
I'm playing Archmage Emeritus. Whenever I cast a copy of an instant, thank you, or sorcery spell, draw a card. You have, what, 10, 11 blockers? More than that. You got a lot of blockers.
I got 9 of the 4/4s. I got a 3/4 flyer, solemn, and 3 1/1s.
How much in the air?
Right now, a 3/4 flyer.
No, I'm sorry. In
Total?
general, yeah.
8, 11, 15, 18. 18 in the air.
Oh, jeez, oh heck. It's not looking good.
Oh no. Defeated, gone. These are just mean.
The other one was I won. Not.
What the heck?
I have to pass.
I know one of the cards in your hand is a swan song. Fairly certain. I didn't see any graveyard. It's just been in your hand this entire game.
I could have put it back on top of my library years ago.
It's been a while. So you could have
did
drawn
brainstorm.
it too.
I brainstormed. I did that other one. You did see all those cards in there.
Move to combat.
See ya.
Swinging what I can in the air, and the deuter's on the ground.
All right. I guess I'll block your general.
That'd be 8 total damage.
I'll block that.
Okay.
And we have how many other guys on the ground?
9.
So we'll go 3, 5, 6. I mean, that'll kill one of them. And then that for however many are will be left. So 1 and that's 6. That's 3 of these. That'll make the 9. The 1 in the air. What are the 2 flyers I have to take?
3 flyers. So you got these 3.
3
going
flyers.
at you. That'd be 10 in the air.
It says gone, loser.
Why you no win?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go to damage.
Yeah.
These are all die, right?
Correct. 5 dead.
And then you're blocking.
These will trade. 3 of these will.
1.
Yeah. That'll kill one of yours.
Okay.
And then we'll trade with whatever was left over. So, was it how many more of those?
I had 9, so you blocked those 5, 6,
So then
7, 8, 9.
So 3 of those. So we'll trade with 3 of them.
Will we?
I don't know. You tell
I'm
me.
gonna cast a flawless maneuver and give creatures I control indestructible until end of turn.
Oh.
For free?
For free, I control my general.
Okay.
Do you really not have Swan Song? You put it on back on top.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Swan Song.
I just realized I never drew 2 off Arcane Denial.
I never
Yeah, I
drew
think
one
you
off
drew.
Arcane Denial.
You're gonna draw off this,
I will draw off that.
and I'll lose 3 of my dudes in that case. This will die too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can take that back.
Oh yeah, super dead. To your general? Super.
Alright, I'll play my land for turn of plains. I'll return the Menmite.
The battlefield?
Yeah. But in response to that trigger, I'm gonna path the sword. The soul
You're gonna path
warden.
the swords?
I'm gonna path the sword. I'll path the soul warden.
So I'll gain 1 instead of 2.
Path is you search your library for
Oh,
a basic land,
yeah.
put it in a play tap.
And then
I need land. How many guys you got left? Yeah, how many of those dudes?
I'm gonna pay 4. I'll play the core Skyfisher twice. I'll get 2 of these. And return the
You care if I
Skyfisher.
cut?
Go right,
legal
go for
cut?
it. Please. It's
We're
all
still
you.
here. Chilling at your local game store.
Yeah, I need some help. I'll play the core Skyfisher another 3 times. So I'll bring this up to 11.
Means that's a land.
Move to end step, I'll draw for Monarchy.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Huh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't like that. It is a good card, isn't it?
It's not a land.
It's not a land.
It's definitely not a land.
I don't like this. I don't like where this is going.
It's nothing that good. I can't really do anything.
And these are what I got for blockers. 3/1/1's a 2/2 solemn.
What does your
1/1.
general do?
Whenever I cast a creature spell, I get a 4/4 zombie.
Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. We are in the final turns of the game, and you're like, so what does your general do? I'm sorry.
It's been a long game.
I know.
What's this thing?
As Keeper of the Court, been on the battlefield since turn 6.
What's it do?
At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if they have more lands than me, I get a land. If they have more creatures than me, I get a 1/1. Pretty straightforward. It's got a flying counter on it because it died once to a living death long, long ago.
Long, long time ago. That's not gonna help me.
What's your commander do again?
Yeah, right.
Like,
I have to have a lot of Nazguls.
yeah. No, I mean, you have what, 11 4/4s currently? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cards in hand?
5, 4.
Okay.
But see, the ones. Oh, I mean, I could do it smarter than that. No, I can't. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay. I'll tap 3. And I'll play Extra Planar Lens. I'll remove. I guess I didn't want to tab 1. I'll remove an island from the game. So now my islands tap for double.
All islands.
Oh, his islands too?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, watch out for all my islands.
Right? That's
Yeah.
a reciprocating one, like everyone gets it?
Whenever a land with the same name as the imprinted card is tapped for mana, its controller adds 1 mana of his or her mana pool of any type that land produced.
That's right.
3, 4, 6, 7. I'll play my general.
What does that do?
We have to see he gets protection from ring bearers.
I don't have a single one.
He's a 4/3 flyer, and whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I create a wraith creature token with menace. I actually had that so many turns ago. And if I had a whole bunch, they'd become huge.
Oh, thank God for that.
And now I don't have enough mana to do that other thing.
You don't think you're gonna do the other thing?
I can't
Do
do
you
that.
have-
Oh, that's what do you have?
5 blockers, 6 blockers?
5, 6. Yeah, 6.
13. You got like 50 power on board.
Yeah, he's got it.
Got 44 in my zombie warriors alone.
Yeah, you got it.
You're not even gonna give me the satisfaction, I guess. But okay,
Stern.
I'll take
Out of
it.
here!
10. Okay. I don't know about that, but
Oketra, I mean, definitely a powerhouse. Looping out tokens.
for sure,
Resiliency.
it's still a
Nazgul's
creature based.
didn't
at
have
the end
enough
of the
lands.
day, but GG's. That
All
was a
around.
long one.
Yeah.
Everyone really definitely did their thing. The Soul Warden and the Blood Artists were gumming up the works, making combat pretty hard to do. Well, it's over now. That's all that matters.
All right, cut it.
Hello and welcome to your local game store.
I feel like you're already warmed up.